All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. The voice you're hearing is Nicci. I'm teaching today to Kelly and to a Zoom class that's happening here at Revive Yoga. So we're recording today for the YouTube channel, a postnatal and prenatal accessible flow. It's gonna be about 50 to 1 hour minutes, about 60 minutes or so, and we're gonna go ahead and get started in child's pose. And if you've got baby in your hands, go ahead and just take a seat on a bolster or a cushion that you have at home and hold baby in your lap, or you can hold on one side or the other in a football hold or in a cradle hold if you're nursing. But if you're pregnant, prenatal, anything like that, be here in the child's pose where your cradle for your baby is belly down. And just start to breathe. I've personally had kind of a stressful morning. I'm still working almost full time, but in ways that I'm not used to. So there's been a lot of demands that are uncommon. And the thing that does help me come back to myself is this practice, is teaching this practice as well. So whatever the morning has looked like for you on this particular Thursday, I invite you to breathe it all in, see it, accept it, and then exhale it all out. And give yourself permission to start fresh if that's what you need today. Take a full breath in through your nose. Sigh out the breath with your mouth. Biggest breath, inhale and exhale. Go do 2 more like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last 2, fill up. Empty. Last 1, empty out. And then walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Lean your hips left and back. If you feel a little tug on baby, just hug your abdomen wall close. Lean into that left lung. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Switch sides, starting to find the hint of a flow in your body. Big breath in and big breath out. Come back to center. Find a tabletop and drop your belly, lift your gaze into cow pose. If you're prenatal and cow is healthier with a flat tabletop spine, you can choose that as well. You know your body best. What do you need? Cat pose, round your spine up into the ceiling. Exhale all your air out. Take a big breath in, tabletop or cow. Inhale, 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 drop. Exhale, cat pose, round all the way up into the spine. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Tabletop or cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, tabletop. Everybody find that flat spine. Lengthen your crown of your head away from your tailbone, and then reach your right leg back behind you. And find the calf stretch with the toes on the ground for just a moment. Take a full breath in, press into the foot, lean the heel back, and then lean the heel forward. Lift the leg parallel to the floor. Take a big breath in, hug your belly close, bend your knee and open your hip. If it's comfortable to drop onto your left forearm here, you can choose that. You can also walk your right hand out to the right side to give yourself more of a tripod hold up. Kick your heel into your seat, roll out your ankle, choose what feels best for your body for a moment. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Come back to your tabletop. Taking your time, finding your hands, your feet, your forearms, your knees. And then lift up your other leg, kick the heel back. Find the calf stretch first. Press back through the heel, lengthen through the leg, Rock forward, engage your belly, engage your hamstring, lift up. Bring the leg parallel to the mat. Bend and open. Find that dog at the fire hydrant on the other side. Big breath in and big breath out. Big breath in. Exhale. Downward facing dog is next. Take your time, as many breaths and movements that help you transition to that down dog shape. And take one fullest breath in and sigh the breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, 2 more like that. Fill up your lungs. Sigh out. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. This time in the down dog, lift up your heels, bend your knees, look forwards. You're almost in a baby crouch position, and then press back to down dog like a wave. Lean your upper spine into your body, bring your chest towards your legs, melt your heels down. And then flow through that a few times, crouching and then finding down dog. Back and forth on the mat. If you're postpartum, feel free to explore the different muscles that you're relearning to use or using again. Be hugging in, sealing in here, letting gravity help your pelvic floor. And if you're prenatal and attending class today, hold on to baby. Don't feel afraid to hold them in using your core. Everybody meet in a downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Reach your right leg up into the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip. If you're prenatal, make sure you reach your hips parallel to the mat as much as you can. It might make your knee drop a little bit. Lift that leg back up into the sky. One time cheetah pose, round your knee towards your belly. If you're prenatal, make lots of space. Let the knee be closer to the mat than it is your tummy. And then step back, downward facing dog. Reach your left leg all the way up. Breathe in, bend and open. Flex out, roll out the ankle if that feels good. And really concentrate on the stretch in the back of your right leg and your left hamstring doing the work. Cheetah pose one time, bring the knee forward, and then step back, down dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, hang in a ragdoll shape. Grab opposite elbows, drop your torso to the floor. Take a few breaths in, and a few breaths out, and a few breaths in, and a few breaths out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pay attention to what you're holding on to. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to have a lot going on. It's okay for things to be different. It doesn't take away that those different things cause frustration, and that those different things can lead to stress. So wherever you are holding on to your body right now, or holding on to your baby, or to multiple babies, or carrying your baby in your stomach, take a big breath in. Give yourself permission to feel what you feel, and then let it go onto the floor of your mat. Roll all the way up, mountain pose. Stretch your fingertips into the sky. Be as tall as you possibly can be. Press down through your feet, the four corners. Lift up through your toes, through your quads. Bring your pelvic floor up towards your sternum. Reach up through the side bodies. Press your hands together at the top of your mat. Look up at your thumb knuckles. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bow down, Uttanasana. Halfway lengthen your spine and walk out to plank pose. Now, if you're here in plank prenatally, you can also come to a plank on your knees. If plank feels good with baby, then go for that. But don't push it though. You have permission to always adapt phase. If you're postpartum and body just doesn't want to be there yet, the alternative is also what Kelly's doing. You want to engage core work when you're pregnant, but never so much to where you're like training for that CrossFit open. Take a few more breaths holding the plank. Inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Roll all the way up to stand, mountain pose. Sweep up, look up, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale over your legs. Halfway lengthen, walk out to that plank or find the adaptation that works best for you. If you've got little ones at home who are practicing with you, have them hold plank. See if they can learn to breathe in and out through their noses while they hold this strong posture. Press back to downward facing dog on an exhale. Take one fullest breath in and fullest breath out. Hands to the back of your mat. Feeling okay, Kel? Mm-hmm. Cool beans. Roll out, mountain pose. Bow down, exhale. Halfway lengthen. Find that plank or the mod just for one breath in and one breath out, and then find your down dog shape. Good. One more time in this modified salutation. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Reach all the way up to stand, mountain pose. Sweep up, look up, find length through your torso. Bow back down. Halfway lengthen your spine. Walk out to plank pose. Then drop to your left knee, left hand, side plank. Roll all the way open, press into the floor. Hug baby close, and then have that conversation with your baby if they're in your belly still. Check in, use their name. If they're on the mat next to you, or if they happen to be in your arms, check in on them also, and then regulate your own breathing. It's the most important way that you talk to baby now and later is through your breath. Find a tabletop position, both hands down, both knees down. Take a full breath in, full sigh out. Tuck your toes, find your mama bear crouch. Also looks like ski slope. Knees hovering, and then tilt your hips back, up into the sky at a 45-degree angle. Find your downward facing dog. Roll forward, plank pose. Drop your right knee down. Left arm goes outside plank. Find that stretch on the other side of your body. You've got 3 breaths here. To your tabletop pose, and then come into an either wide kneed or closed kneed child's pose. Any of the mamas can take a pillow under your forehead. Any of the kiddos can do the same. If you've got the availability to just press your forehead into the mat, go ahead and do that. Reach through your fingers. Settle into your body. What's going on for you? Let yourself be enough. Take a big breath in and take a big breath out. Come back to that downward facing dog. Take as many shapes as you'd like before you can get there. Reach your left leg up into the sky. Take a full breath in. Step forward, warrior 1. Rotate your back heel flat and down. Reach up and look forward. Then play with the distance between your feet, front to back and left to right. Make sure you feel like you're fully supported by your base of support. Sink lower into that left knee bend. Hug your core in that space that's about 3 fingers lower than your belly button. See if you can seal it towards your backbone. Seal it towards your baby if you're pregnant. Warrior 2 open. Keep your gaze over your left hand. And then soften like somebody's draping something gentle over you. So from the crown of your head, release. Eyebrows are soft, ears are soft. Jawline is engaged and soft. Arms are strong, but there's a stira sukha to this. There's strength happening in the muscle fluidity happening in the joints. Take a full breath in, side angle. Bring your elbow to your knee. Reach all the way up into the sky. Take a few breaths where you are. We're going to move this into a twisted low lunge. So bring your right hand down to the mat, reach your left hand all the way up. If you've got baby inside of you still, have baby and belly button point down to the mat. The twist is going to come just from the upper torso. Invite in a block or a water bottle if you have something at home, if you need that under your hand. If you are postpartum, the goal can be to seal that low belly in and then twist out a little bit more, helping the organs go back to where they were, teaching your body to learn what it's like to have mom body instead of pregnancy body. And drop onto your right knee, come into proposal pose, your hands on top of your left knee, and then just lean forward so you can release the right hip flexor. And then either grabbing onto your blocks or not, rock all the way back into half splits, Ardha Hanuman. And you can find a distance here. So Kelly's got her right foot untucked. You can also choose a tucked position if that's comfortable. You can also sit all the way back on the heel, or you can stay a little bit more upright on the knee. And then Kelly, give yourself permission to be whatever is most comfy for you. Take a few breaths here. Concentrate on stretching through the through the left hamstring, and then rock back to that Anjaneyasana, rolling forward. You can reach the hands either on top of the knee or up into the sky if that's comfy. And then rock back to Ardha Hanuman, releasing the hands to the mat or to blocks, and then back to Anjaneyasana. And find that flow 1 or 2 more times on your own, especially for my mamas at home. And for my kiddos at home, you're rocking back and forth. This is called dragon's pose. So you're pretending to be a dragon when you're in Anjaneyasana. So try to work on breathing as loudly, as audibly as you can to find the heat that's in this posture, just like it's the belly of a dragon. Last time that you're leaning forward, stay here in the forward lean. And then tuck your back leg underneath. You're going to press into a high lunge shape. Reach your hands above your head. Take a really full breath in, and then step forward into chair pose. Nice. And leave your arms either in front of you, holding a block like Kelly's got if you want a little bit of resistance, or just focus on what you're holding. Engage the arms. And stay in your chair for 3, for 2, and then 1 forward fold at the front of your mat. Halfway lift, take a big breath in, and bow down, take a big breath out. Last time like that, fill up, and bow down, exhale. Step the same right leg back, find triangle pose. You can invite a block or a bolster underneath your hand if that's comfortable. You can also hold onto your own shin. Gaze can be up or down. Find what's best for your neck. It can be different than it was yesterday too. Find a star pose on your mat, straight arms, straight legs. Give your knees a little bend as you transition. And then find goddess, knees and toes out, heels in. Arms can be goal-posted, or hands can be at Anjali Mudra. If you're still pregnant, you can also hold on to baby. If you happen to have baby in your arms, you can also physically hold on to baby if you're postpartum. Take a few more breaths here, noticing where you are, like in your mind. Check in how it feels. Notice how you are in your body, how it feels. What feels weird? What feels fine? What feels, you're not really sure what it feels. Notice all of it, and then don't judge yourself for any of it. There's allowed to be seasons of stress and frustration. And putting it on the mat is what we do best. We know it's our solution. Straight arms, straight legs, take a full breath in. And then frame your right leg at the front of your mat for a low runner's lunge. And then actually I lied, we're gonna come into a warrior one on this side. So flatten out the heel, and we're gonna do the same sequence over here on the other side. So you're now framing the right knee, wherever you are at home. If you at home wanna flip around so you're seeing the camera better, you can. If you're tracking with us, then you're all set. Take a few more breaths here. Again, find the distance between your feet, right to left, front to back, that suits your body and suits the space area underneath you that you need. Find a warrior two. Open up through your shoulders, through your inner thighs. Hug baby close. Keep pulling your belly up with lots of breath. Oliver, I see you. Do it like Myers. Take a few more breaths right here. Peaceful warrior, reach all the way back and then come into a side angle. Elbow to your knee. Reaching up into the ceiling or over your ear if that's more comfortable. Some people find that shoulder space is a more efficient stretch. From here, come into your twisted low lunge. Right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Rotate up on the ball of your left foot. I'm glad you knew what I was saying, even though I said it backwards. Keep baby and belly button down if you're pregnant, like Miss Kelly. If you're postpartum, you can feel free to take the twist a little bit deeper and then drop into an Anjaneyasana, proposal pose, finding that 90-degree angle first. Lean forward in the hip flexor. And then this is the side that mamas who are still pregnant might find their round ligament pain kind of like comes up. If there's ever like a sneeze in that part of your body like twitches or tightens, this is the part that's stretching the muscle wall around it. Be really, really kind to that part of your body. If you're postpartum, this can feel like a really intense inner thigh stretch and perineum stretch, so just be really kind to where you are and how your healing's going there. And then start to take that flow back and forth between half Hanuman, half split pose, and Anjaneyasana. My kiddos that are following along this, again, this is that dragon's pose, so you can find that big audible breath in and big audible breath out as you move front to back. And feel free to move at the pace that feels best for your body. Like doing this quickly, even in a body that has never been and is not currently pregnant. I don't love doing this super, super fast, so find what works best for you. You might find that a pace is what you need. And come all the way up into a high lunge shape. Tuck your toes under. Reach your fingertips up. Step forward into a chair pose. Muscle over momentum. Again, finding that Sarasukha where the muscles are doing the work. Take a full breath in. This time, Tadasana, reach up into the ceiling, breathe in. Bow forward, breathe out. Halfway lift your spine. Step your left leg back, triangle pose. From here, tilt back into that star shape. Straight arms, straight legs. Be as tall and as broad as you can be in your body. Goddess pose. Sink down low. Straight arms, straight legs. Breathe up. Lift out of the squat and then sink down into your body. Lift back up. Star pose. Goddess. Exhale. Good. Reach up. Breathe in. Goddess exhale. Last time, breathe in. This time, wide-legged forward fold, parallel your feet towards one another. Feel free to put blocks or a pillow underneath your hands if you're at home. Take 2 or 3 breaths here, finding what's best for your body. Wiggle your toes, find your smile. Start to let that restart be really tangible for you. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, so frame your left foot. With your hands, find a pyramid pose. Pop the back foot in so that both feet are flat and legs are straight. And the distance between them does not matter as long as you can find functional fold here. Blocks under your hands is a great idea. Also, if you're at home, you can also prop up on the edge of a sofa or a chair to hold yourself into more of a tabletop position in this pose to get the back of the leg stretched. Everybody take a full breath in and a full breath out. 2 more like that. Lift your tailbone up into the sky as you inhale. Drape your body down as you exhale. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. And come all the way down off of your blocks. We're going to move into a half pigeon pose with your left knee bent in front of you. So you can stay upright. You can also bring your forearms onto blocks or onto a pillow. Again, if you've got a chair or a sofa or something like that in front of you, you can also press into cushions. Or something that gives you a little bit more of a back stretch because you can lean towards it or into it. Take a few more breaths in and out of your body. See if you can find that mindful veil that's draping across the back of your shoulders, letting everything be soft and relaxed. And have that conversation with baby or your little one. And check in. And give yourself permission to trust that what you're feeling is accurate. And to remove fear so that you'll be able to make a choice that nourishes both of you, all of you. Press all the way up and then come into the center so you're in Janu Shirshasana with your right leg extended and your left leg in. Take your right toes all the way up into the ceiling and then stretch your hands above your head. Drape your body and belly button over your leg. And only go down as far as you can touch your own body. And be kind to anything that comes up. Wiggle things out if it doesn't suit you. If a cramp occurs, engage it with breath. Good job, Kale. Big breath in and big breath out. And then we're going to find a little bit of a flow within this pose. So inhale here as much as you can. Exhale, drop your body closer. Find a stargazer. Put your left hand back behind you and reach your right fingertips up. Breathe in. And then Janu Shirshasana, breathe out. You can turn this into a sweeping motion or just something fluid back and forth, kind of more linear. So press back and up, breathe in. Nice melody, and then go all the way back down, breathe out. Good, lift back up, left hand back, hips up into the sky. Drop your body back over your leg, Janu Shirshasana. And find this 2 more times with your breath. Notice the strength of your arms, the strength of your body, the heat that you can create. There's also reprieve here. Be oh so proud of all the things that you're up to right now, all the work that you're doing. Feel very feminine and majestic and happy in it. And find a Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. We're going to slowly make our way over to the other side and find this middle position first. So hold on to your ankles, sit up tall. Feel free to close your eyes, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Full breath in and full breath out. Reach your hands above your head. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. Give yourself a little bit of a twist. If you're one of my postpartum mamas, keep baby and belly button pointing forward. My postpartum mamas, you just be kind to your bodies. You know how far or how not far to go today. Stay here in the twist. Encourage the shoulders open for 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Breathe in and breathe out. Sweep the hands back above your head. Grow tall through your rib cage. And then right hand to the left ankle twist. Finding the depth of the twist that feels best for your body. Take a few more breaths in and out. And in and out. Come back to center. Take Janu Shirshasana with the left leg open, right knee in. Wiggle through the toes for a moment. Roll out the ankles if that feels good. Flex your left foot up into the sky. Bow down over your left leg and knee. Hold on to your body. And notice if the place where you can reach on this side is different. Give her permission to be different. Choose not to judge it. As a group, take a really big breath in here. Fold down over your leg as you exhale, and then find that shift back and forth to between stargazer. Right hand behind your right hip, press up, breathe in. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana, bow down. Squeeze all the air out. Good. And like Kelly's doing, let your hands kind of be this big circle around your body. Left hand leads and then travels behind you. Right hand reaches, and then right hand leads and travels behind you, and left hand reaches. It's finding the big circumference of this whole shape. And find this flow a couple of times, talking with your baby and your body, finding where you're most comfortable, adjusting as you see fit. Last time in Janu Shirshasana, reach back one more time for Stargazer. Breathe in. Then find a tabletop pose facing the right knee, the right side of your mat. You're going to come into a half pigeon. Did I do this one? I don't know. I think so. So whichever leg you find yourself on, you'll know the difference if you need to switch. And again, all the props are always available. Like the beauty of doing home yoga that I've found in my practice is that I make my sofa and my chairs, my cat, my bookcases, like very, very creative, and use them all as props, or start to use them at least as things that I could lean against or hold on to, and start to realize that there's so many things that support us in yoga that we don't always give ourselves permission to use. There's so many things in our homes that support us and we don't touch, we don't reach for. You know, or we get really used to reaching for certain things so we don't look at the others. We get really used to being able to do it all ourselves so we don't reach for the other people either. And just start to notice if that's been your experience during this particular time. And just like when you were holding onto your right foot bowing down, if it's different than the other side, the side of time or the side of what's future and what's past, don't judge it, just notice. okay for things to be different. It's okay for things to bring about frustration and stress. Returning to our mats every day with our breath is how we manage. And then, when we start to surpass manage, we start to thrive, despite how different, how stressed, how peculiar the time. Keep finding that ujjayi in and out through your lungs as deeply as you can. Inhale and exhale. And take your time, pressing into your hands, coming back into a tabletop position. And again, find a child's pose, wide-legged or close-kneed together. Sink your hips down and back. Let your groin feel energized and free. Take a big breath in, and a big sigh out. Press up into your hands. And any way you'd like to travel onto your spine, go ahead and find a flat shape on the mat. Belly up. Feel free, if you're postpartum and your baby's in the room, to bring your baby onto your body. You do a few things here before you move into Shavasana. If you're prenatal and you're doing okay on your back, Kelly, you're going to do sit here. Cool beans. Feel free to move along with us. If you're prenatal and baby is starting to press against you so much to where it's cutting off your breath, you can always bring a bolster or something behind you so you're at a reclined, laying down position. Or feel free to get into a chair. You could do everything from a comfortable seated position here. So go ahead and take your right leg up into the sky, lengthen your left leg onto the mat, roll out both ankles, particularly the one that's in the air, and flex your heel up into the sky as much as you can, and using your hands, grip onto your leg, either the back of the thigh or onto the calf or the front of the knee, anything that works best for you. And then bend into the leg so it's at a 90-degree angle. Pull the knee closer to your body. Kick the heel back up into the sky. Exhale, lengthen through the back of the leg. One more time like that. Bend into the knee. Breathe in. Straighten all the way up to the sky. Breathe out. One more time for good measure. Bend into the knee. Pull a little closer. Finding that stretch, and then straighten the leg nice and slow. And then gently use your hands. Drop your leg open to the left side of your body. For a little bit of a twist. If you're all the way pregnant, bring your whole body into the supine twist. So you're going to roll all the way to the left. And you can bring your arms across your body the way Kelly has. You can kind of hold on to yourself. Feel free to keep the front knee or the top knee bent. Or you can extend the leg totally flat and kind of kick into an L shape. Find what's best for you. You'll know where the body and the hip flexors and the abductors need the most release here, especially after half pigeon. So feel it out. Go with what's working best. Roll all the way back to your spine. Bring that leg back up into the sky. And then use your outer hand open laterally to the side so you're getting a big open straddle stretch. You can either hold the top of the leg the way Kelly is or the underneath of the leg almost as a prop. Feel free to take any organic movements, opening up through that leg. The important thing is just to keep both heels flexed. And the body knows what to do, what to stretch accurately once you've got that taut engagement. And go ahead and switch legs. Left leg up, right leg in. And we're gonna do that same shimmy through first. So interlace the hands behind the knee, bend the knee, bring the leg really close to your body. Take a big breath in. Flex your heel, press it up into the sky, take a big breath out. And bend into the leg, breathe in. Press the heel up, breathe out. Good. Last 2 times, bend. Straight in. Notice if one side's more forgiving than the other. Bend into the knee. And then straighten the heel up into the sky. And then drop all the way over to the other side. So if you're all the way postpartum, you can feel free to keep your shoulders on the mat here to create a supine twist in the abductor stretch. If you're prenatal, roll all the way over the way Kelly's showing. And just get the stretch through the outer hip. Again, the knee can be bent, or the leg can be straight out to the wall, making an L shape. You want to keep the legs very engaged no matter what you choose here. Roll all the way back. Lift your leg up into the sky, and then bring it out laterally. Again, using your outside hand either on top of the leg or underneath the leg as a prop up. You'll know what to do. Choose what's best in your body. Take your breath, your smile, your yoga, things that are going inside of your head and in your life with you. As you move into this hip, we're going to find ourselves into a happy baby pose. And take your time, squeezing the knees in. If you want to be in more of a clamshell, you can drop the heels towards one another, or you can lift them up into the sky. You find what works best for your hips. If you're in happy baby and working more of the inner thigh, you can squeeze the knees more parallel to one another. Let gravity do its work here on the bottom of your feet. Take a full breath in, sink down, let your tailbone seal into the mat even more. And then release your heels, bring them into a waterfall shape. Heels up into the sky. Arms down either on your baby, on your belly, or out to the side. Feel free to roll out the ankles, take a full breath in and a full breath out. If you do have a bolster or a pillow at home, feel free to make this a supported waterfall, reaching for anything that's around you to kind of shimmy underneath your hips. And then reaching the legs up, so it should feel really buoyant. My mamas that are still prenatal, baby will either love this or they'll fight it really hard. So you do what's best. Listen to your baby, they know best. If they start to kick and move around a lot, or you're like, cut that out, then maybe it's not always the best pose. If they fall asleep, then it can be a happy place for the both of you. Find what's working. Then take your time, draw your knees into your chest, press your feet into the mat. Knees up into the sky. Walk your feet out to the outside edges of the mat. Knock your knees together. Let that abductor work start to seal in. So it's kind of like you're rolling your inner thighs towards yourself, towards midline, and then towards almost the back of you. If you want even more of a stretch on your outer hips, you can walk the feet wider. Knock the knees closer. And then take it in the opposite direction. Find a Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Lay your hands right on top of baby or on top of your hip flexors. One hand can come to your heartbeat if that feels right for you. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Last two like that. Inhale and exhale. Soften as you breathe in. Become even more soft as you breathe out. And then let the softness of this posture lead you into wherever you would like your Shavasana to be. If this is comfortable, stay. If you'd like to bring a bolster behind your back, you can do that. And if you do have a recliner at home, Shavasana can be in a recliner chair, lying on a sofa. You can also roll over and take a side laying, especially if your baby's asking to be breastfed again. Choose that. Be here now. Very slowly, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a full breath in and a sigh out. Stretch your hands and feet as far away from one another as you possibly can. Be long on the mat. And then curl around your baby. Find a fetal position on your left side. Whether baby's inside of you or on the mat with you, or elsewhere. And take your time, sit up into a comfortable posture. If you've got your other little ones around you, or you're holding your baby in your hands or in your body still, engage with your little one for a moment. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Be oh so proud of your motherhood. Oh so grateful for this gift of yoga, of life, of a practice that helps us give life better to this little one that you're engaging with right now, to all the other ones that are around you as well. Bring your hands up to your heartbeat, take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Release any intention you had for today to be practiced again at another time. Let there be freedom and a lot of liberty in the rest of your day today. The old is gone, now we're new. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center, where all the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in you. I cherish all of you, and I rejoice that we share the same light, mamas. Namaste.